Hello, everyone. This is day one of the May International Challenge. I'm Zach. I'm going to be taking my G-Max Copperajah team that I've been trying on ranked for the last couple of episodes. I've been switching between that and a G-Max Pikachu. I've decided to take the Copperajah team because I feel way more comfortable with it. I won't be making a video out of all the matches. I'll mostly try to take the ones that I win from. Hopefully there's enough for a video. But to keep it honest in the corner, I'll have a text with my record. That way you know where I'm at that time. But anyways, let's get this started. And if you like this content, if you think I'm doing well, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you don't think I'm doing well, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, we have locked in our team and we are going to search for our first opponent. So for those of you who don't know, your rating in the May International Challenge could earn you a spot into the new Pokemon Players Cup, which will basically be Worlds this year since the current situation has large public events canceled. So hopefully I could maybe get top 250 in my region. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do want to still try. And we are searching for an opponent. Okay, finally we have our first opponent. It's going to be Andrea. So we see the Lapras, and one thing I worry about is them leading with Dragapult and just being able to nuke my Dusclops. So I'm gonna definitely have to go for my typical lead of Togekiss and Dusclops. And that Galarian Darmanitan really threatens a whole lot of my team. I want to bring Milotic in the back, but I'm worried that the Lapras' Freeze Dry will do a lot to it. But overall, we see more good for Milotic versus bad. I did think about putting Goodra back on the team in the Bisharp slot because I haven't really been using Bisharp that too often. But I do want Bisharp there as a good steel type when I'm not bringing Copperajah. So my opponent's going to lead with Dusclops and Darmanitan. So we see this Darmanitan is Choice Scarfed, and did I see a Guava Berry? I'm worried that I'm going to see some Trick Room counterplay. So I just want to show Ally Switch turn 1, which is a bold move, and yawn into the Dusclops. So we see the Icicle Crash come out. And you did target that Togekiss. And we get the yawn off. And Dusclops is going to set up Trick Room. So next here, I just want to Pain Split the Darmanitan and bring in Copperajah, because I think we should see a switch here from either Galarian Darmanitan or Dusclops. Togekiss goes out. And the Darmanitan goes out. Okay. So we're going to Pain Split the Lapras. And Rock Tomb. Oh, so you're self-propping the weakness policy. Okay. So Dusclops is asleep, so we won't have to worry about Ally Switch or anything like that. So I think here we just want to just double into that Lapras because it is a problem with ally switch. Not ally switch, with its weakness policy activated. Hopefully if this Lapras isn't sped low, my Copperajah should still outspeed it. I think our IVs are about an 8, and we are a negative nature towards speed. And you are going to see I want to say I see a max guard here. Oh no, no max guard. So we do get some chip. And the max overgrow will go off. And that is not enough to take out the Lapras. Oh goodness. Dusclops remains asleep. And we see the G-Max Renaissance. And that does quite a lot. But we are going to heal some from grassy terrain, but so is Lapras. The thing is, a Nightshade should take it out. But I want to prep for some counterplay in case that Dusclops wakes up. Okay, so we see the max guard. And we do get some damage out on Dusclops. And Dusclops is still asleep. We are healing somewhat the grassy terrain, which is good. So now I just kind of want to do the same thing. I just want to double. I would just want to put attack in both slots to chip down that Dusclops if it stays asleep, or to take out that Lapras. We could see it try to get the double. I think Trick Room will end after this. I believe so. I should have checked. Max guard, but it's going to fail. Okay. And we are able to take out the Lapras, and we're going to get a special defense boost on our G-Max Copperajah. But this is the last turn of G-Max, so it definitely is threatened by that Galarian Darmanitan. That will probably come back in. But it is going to take some damage to Steel Shards. Dusclops woke up and got the Will-O-Wisp off on the Copperajah, so that's a big problem. So dimensions return back to normal. And we're probably going to see that Galarian Darmanitan come out. Excadrill. Okay. Do you predict the ally switch? Let's hope they overpredict. And they do. Okay. That or you doubled in to protect the Trick Room from going back up. And I am not going to get a lot of power with that. I really don't want to play around with the accuracy. Dusclops avoids. That's not too bad. And we get some big damage out on Excadrill. And we see a Nightshade go off into the Milotic. And we are going to recover some from Grassy Terrain. And so does Dusclops. And once again, that burn really hurting the Copperajah because I have no attack investment whatsoever. So if it gets burned, its attack becomes very minimal. So I think here we just have to hope that you target the Copperajah. No. Milotic is going to get a recover off. I get some good recovery. And you're just going to start chipping at Copperajah. Okay. Nice. We get some leftovers recovery. And now you're locked into Icicle Crash, which is good because you know I have a Togekiss on the back, and the battle's canceled. Okay, so we're able to take that one. My opponent definitely knew at that point I was just able to chip down the Dusclops, and being locked into Icicle Crash really wasn't going to do anything to Copperajah. So we'll take a win for the first one. Okay, so we are jumping into battle number 2. And this is a pretty physical team going on. You know what? This could be really good or really bad, but I think I'm going to choose for Hatterini over Dusclops this time because once Trick Room goes up and I was disconnected. So the battle's still playing, so I would have to say that's on their side. Okay. So my rank went up, so I'm gonna have to mark that as a win. Okay, time for our next opponent, Eric. So Slowpoke, Hatterini, Snorlax, Conkeldurr, NDD, and Torkoal. So this is a match not for Trick Room. All right. So we are going to see the Bisharp come out to play. Kind of excited to see this. Haven't been really using the Bisharp a lot. Torkoal and DD. So I think here, we didn't Sucker Punch, did we? Made that mistake once, I'm not doing it again. So Ndidi is going to follow me. We'll see how Throat Chop does. And we're able to one-shot the Ndidi. Torkoal avoids. And he just one-shots the Bisharp. And gets a critical hit on Togekiss. And he's Life Orb. Okay. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see a Trick Room come out. So let's just double into this Torkoal. Galarian Slowpoke, this is actually the first time I've came across this, but I know that it's one of the slowest Pokemon in Sword and Shield, so it can do really well in Trick Room, especially next to Torkoal. On the plus side, though, we do see that the Torkoal isn't Weakness Policy, it is Life Orb. So unless the Torkoal Dynamaxes and Max Guards, which it could very well do, hopefully we are able to get some good damage off on it. And we do actually land the Air Slash this time. And the Torkoal doesn't go down. Wow. But we do get the flinch. So let's max spikes. And let's switch to the Milotic because we need to keep momentum with this. Torkoal uses Protect, but the Steel Spike should still be enough. The Steel Surge. Okay. And Slowpoke uses Trick Room. Who do we see last for my opponent? Conkeldurr. So we are protected from priority attacks. So we're just going to Muddy Water and set up that Misty Terrain. And we do see the Conkeldurr max. So if we don't one-shot it, not one-shot it, if we don't take it out with this double up, we are in some trouble. Zen Headbutt. Does a good amount. We are able to take a big chunk out of that Conkeldurr and get a crit. Okay, so now that should prevent us from future yawns, I believe. And we are able to survive that. Nice. We get a Muddy Water accuracy drop on Slowpoke and Conkeldurr. But we do lose out on our Dynamax, and my opponent still has 2 more turns, so anything else they land into so we just have to keep pumping into this Conkeldurr. And Slowpoke's going to yawn. And that's all for Copperajah. And we are going to be forced to take the sleep with Milotic. Okay, so Milotic does get a little bit of recovery. And Togekiss is going to come in. What I do have to worry about is Yawn going into Togekiss. Well, let's just keep dropping this Slowpoke's accuracy. We're going to protect with the Togekiss to prevent the Yawn. Zen Headbutt, okay. And we are able to just knock out Slowpoke with a crit. Okay, there we go. So there is another win. We have broken even once again at 3-3. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we have Donovan at a 1470. I see a lot of ghosts on his team. I am worried about the imprison. I feel like Bisharp and Togekiss can actually do some good here. And I'm worried about that Chandelure. We'll keep Hatterene in the back because it can work in Trick Room very well, and it is a Dynamax option. I am worried about a turn 1 Heat Wave coming out from a Chandelure. So either one of these Pokemon can Trick Room. I'm going to target the Jellicent because Strength Sap can be a problem for my team. And we see the Dynamax Bisharp. We are just going to land an Oko on Jellicent, so that means that Air Slash is going to go into Copperajah, and we have the potential to get a flinch. Iron Defense. Iron Defense and Leftover. So you're definitely Body Press, Trick Room, Copperajah. You were hoping for the Jellicent to set up Trick Room. So I'm worried about a Heat Wave coming out from this Chandelure. It could be Focus Sash, it could be Choice Specs, or Choice Scarf. There's that Heat Wave. Ooh. We're going to get another Max Darkness off. And one-shot the Chandelure. My opponent's team was really Dark Weak, and Bisharp was just such a good play. And we're able to take out the Copperajah. Let's just yawn into battle was canceled. Okay. So there's another win. That team just had Bisharp all over it. I'm really glad I brought him. All right. So there's win number 4. Hey everyone, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I just want to let you know that you're only going to see a couple of the wins in this video, and then my record is going to be in the corner to keep track of my wins and losses throughout the matches. We'll have to see where I land it, but if you want to see more of my May International Challenge run, check the playlist down in the description for my VGC 2020 content. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.